All right, guys, videos about women who are players. Now, we're not talking about, the pavement pounders. We're talking about women who actually, they players. They know they smooth talkers, and they know how to get it, and how to approach guys. They know how to play the game. I guess if you want to say so. Normally, women like this are older women. They just still, and they normally size mostly doesn't really matter, because a lot of times you have a lot of big girls, and the thing about big girls, a lot of them tend to have actual personality. They're not just there looking stupid, right? So you'll see a big girl, and a lot of them, they know how to talk up a good talk, because they had so much time to think about other ways how to get guys. They're okay, well, I don't look the best or whatever. They know that, so they're okay. And a lot of them, they have girls who not as big as them or whatever. So they just plot, they plan. I don't want to say plot, but they planning on how to get guys. They listen to the conversation, they taking the information they get from the other girls who getting all the guys, and then they taking advantage of the information they getting. So pretty much what they do, they spend all their time on how to communicate, how to talk. A lot of times they're not worried about their looks, because they know, not saying all fat girls are just ugly, but they know they're not physically attractive for majority of the guys. And you got some guys who don't care, but majority of the guys, they know they're attractive. So they don't worry about that. They don't worry about, oh, I'm pretty. They don't worry about this. They just pretty much just have a normal personality. They know how to communicate. A lot of them are very feminine. You know what I mean? So that's just normal for them. But as far as a woman that's a player, smooth talker, a lot of them tend to be older women, in their 40s and up. And it's either you're going to play the game or not, because a lot of times you'll come across them, they'll come across you. Actually, you out somewhere, whatever, they'll approach you. They're real soft-spoken. They dress nice, real mature. And, they know how to talk. They know how to talk a good game. So when you come across this kind of women, it's no such thing as, oh, I'm going to talk a good game too. Like, nah, you don't. You pretty much, like I keep telling you guys, just be yourself, be cool, calm, collective, and then you'll be okay. Because older women, like I said, majority of women who are like this are older women. They already made a decision if they're gonna get with you or not. Now, if you like older women, cool. If you don't, that's fine. Just turn them down politely and go from there. Never get out of frame as far as a woman's is approaching you. No matter if you like her or not, you find her attractive or not. Never get out of frame as far as disrespecting a woman. Now, I had some knuckleheads before. They had some women that they wasn't into, and they tell you, oh yeah, I don't want to talk to her. They just degraded her. Never do that, man. Remember, women do that. That's a woman trait. But as far as a guy, if you turn down a woman, whatever, just, hey, I'm not interested, man, but thanks for the compliment. That's it. You just leave it like that. They get the hint. But never, oh, man, I ain't talk to this ugly chick, this and that, man. Get away from me, you old ugly. Don't never do that, bro. It's so embarrassing for a man to do that, whether it's in public or not. Never do that, bro. That's just whack. That's just straight trash behavior. Don't never do that. Just turn them down politely and go from there. But you meet these kind of women, that's why a lot of guys are, well, I won't say a lot, but you got quite a bit of guys who are into older women, because older women, they done already been through all that stuff and whatever. So they're very direct. They let you know right there, hey, I like you, let's go out to eat and then we go back to my place. Not all of them are like that, but they're straightforward. They'll tell you they like you, hey, let's go out to eat, and then something will happen after that at some point in time. But you run across these women, they know how to talk a good game, they know how to get a guy. Since they're older, that generation tend to still know how to cook. That's pretty common for women in that age category to still know how to cook. But I know it's becoming a thing of the past now. So you run across one of these women, some guys will panic, and oh man, I don't know what to do, because for the most, women don't really just approach guys. It's like here and there, but it's not a common thing. It should be. That'd be great. That'll help both parties, but that's not really the norm for women to approach guys. So when you approach a woman, a lot of times they good looking, man. They good looking. A lot of guys get nervous. So it's like, man, what should I do? Just be calm, man. Just relax. Talk to her, because she already made a decision when she approached. Okay, I like him. I'm gonna see, if I can go ahead and get him, seal the deal. So she already made a decision before she even approached you. So at that point, you just talk to her, have a regular conversation, then you just go about your business, because she's gonna be very direct. She gonna, hey, I like you. You got like a number, give me a number, I call you. We gonna meet up somewhere. Like, it ain't gonna be no 2-3 weeks down the line. She gonna want to do something the next day. She's trying to go. She gonna either call you or whatever, because a lot of them, they're not gonna really be caring about all that dinner date. Now, they already been through all that. They already, not saying they ain't gonna want to do that, you know what I mean, still, but at that stage in their life, you know, when they meet a new guy or whatever, they not worried about all that beginner stuff. They did that so many times. They like, nah, well, hey, I like you, give me a number, I'm gonna call you tonight, you know what I mean, we can meet up tomorrow, and then we go from there. So that's really up to you what you want to do with that, but you'll have women like that. And that's the thing, a lot of guys get caught off guard because, okay, well, she's not loud, you know what I mean? She's not cursing, nothing like that. She's, sad to say, a lot of guys don't come across like real women like that no more, you know what I mean? And like I say, she's older, so she can't be intimidated because she knows what she wants, she got it like that, and that's all it is to it. So you either gonna play ball or not, but me personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. Now again, if you don't like it, fine. If you do, cool. If you don't know, give it a shot. Get that experience, because she's gonna put you on game with a lot of stuff, man. She's gonna get you up to speed with a lot of stuff. Because a lot of times, older women, they know what it is. They like, okay, he's not gonna marry me. We're not gonna be together for 30, 40 years. It's a possibility, but so many of them, they thinking like, okay, this is gonna be the temporary fun for me. It's a lot of them look at a lot of them, because you know, a lot of times it's gonna be a younger guy. They know you don't have a lot of experience. They know you're not gonna be really difficult to deal with. Pretty much, and some of them, they want some youth. They, you know, it's what it is. Like, you know, you got them older guys that want a young girl. You got a lot of older women who want a young guy. They want that youth that's from you. They want some of that. So that's all it is too. It's not a bad thing. It's just life, right? It's just life. So in that situation, understand if you get with an older woman. I heard some stories about guys, you know, being with an older woman for years. That's fine. Not saying it's not. Listen, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying, at that point in y'all lives, the woman, the guy, right? You know, typically a young guy, you don't know, he's all over the place. But the woman, she pretty much knows what it is. She's like, okay, he'll be around as long as he's gonna be around. They know it's temporary at the end of the day, because this young guy, it's all fun and games at the beginning, because, you know, oh, I'm dealing with an older lady, so they all hyped about that. But eventually, like anything else, you get used to it, the hype goes away. So they know when they get used to being around her, they'll eventually start losing interest. They go back to their own age bracket. And that's fine, they understand that. So I'm not saying don't do it because it's only gonna be temporary and like that. It comes down to the individual. You know what I mean? If I run across an older woman and she got it going on and this and that, I'm gonna get with her. That's all it is to it. Like, now if it's gonna be forever or not, nah. Especially the older she is, and especially the older it is, she's older than me, it's not gonna happen. It's just what it is. I'm not gonna get with no 50-year-old woman in the age I am right now. Nah, it's just keeping it real. Now, some guys, they cool with it, that's fine, it's your life, live it how you want to live it. Again, when you come across these women, they already know how to take care of a man. You know what I mean? They already know how to take care of a man. A lot of them tend to know how to cook, whether you care or not. If she doesn't, no big deal. And they normally financially secure. They doing some nice career, you know, they need some kind of career or whatever like that. So it's stuff like that normally brings to the table. So again, guys, don't be ashamed, because she already knows, okay, you got this young Thundercat or whatever. He ain't gonna be around much longer, but she just want to enjoy your time. So when you understand that, your relationship will go according to plan. You know what I mean? It won't be all these crazy stuff going on like that, because she knows it's only a matter of time until, you know, you lose interest. And you know, you ain't the first and you ain't gonna be the last. So it's actually a great experience to be around with older women. Me personally, I'm not bashing them. It's great because it's just a different kind of woman, right? You know, you got a top tier woman. That's why I call it top tier woman. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, understand she got feelings and stuff like that too. Don't be out here trying to use and abuse her or nothing like that. Just enjoy your time with her. So you have some women who's not older women, who's players, you know, smooth talkers. When you run across a woman like that, don't be trying to be, oh, I'm gonna be Mr. Cool, this and that. No, man, just play your role. Like, she come to you, she approach you, she talking you up, and you feeling all good about yourself. Just go with the program, man. Don't be trying to outdo her. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you so fine. Don't do that, bro. Never come to a woman and say, you so fine, you beautiful, queen, princess. Don't do none of that, bro. That's so corny, bro. It's just creepy. It gives out creepy vibes. So don't ever be that guy. So again, you run across some women, man, like, just appreciate the time they have with them. And this, whether something physical come out of it or not, like I tell you guys, when you meet these women, never come at every woman and be like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with her. Don't never do that. She might be a cool lady you actually hang out with. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't never come in like, oh, I want to sleep with every woman I talk to. Don't never do that to yourself, man. You see yourself up a failure, and then you start to throw off your concentration. So you run across some smooth talkers, man. They out there. I'm gonna tell you this right now. A lot of them are gonna be. They gonna not necessarily fit, but they gonna most of the ones I came across, they tend to be fit, family, and friendly. And you say that like you're not gonna fold, but trust me, especially a lot of women out here now. That's rare. That's very rare to run across a woman like that. If you do, you run across a woman like that, you're gonna fold, bro. That's just what you're gonna fold because you're not used to an actual woman. You're not used to the traditional woman, bro. Man, listen. Prime example. I was at a fuel station, the clerk, and it's like me, like I said, I don't give a shit, what background she has. She can be Indian, I don't care. Like, this is me. Now, if you're not that kind, that's fine. But me, I don't care. She like me, you know what I mean? That's all I like her, type of deal. I'm at the fuel station, the clerk, and normally, being honest, if it's a female, a black woman, that's normally who be at these, you got some other, but normally it's normally a black woman at the gas station, you know what I mean? And they tend to always have attitude. Like 9 out of 10 of them always got a messed up attitude. So she's an Indian woman. Went there and said, hey man, I need this amount on pump, whatever. And she started, like, the way she looked at me, and then we didn't have a huge conversation. It was like a real little quick conversation. The way she looked, she smiling and all that stuff like that. I'm like, oh man, I feel like a fucking 12-year-old right now, man. Like, god damn. And she was just so sweet and feminine and feel like, God, I'm not used to this. Like back then, that was common. You know what I mean? I don't know about everybody, but for me, that was common for me. But now, like, man, it's like non-existent. So when I'm renting, went in there and paid my fuel, like, God, she made me feel like I was a little 12-year-old boy again, something like that. You know what I mean? First time you seeing a, pretty girl or whatever. And I'm like, dang, that was crazy for me to go through that, but I really enjoyed it. But that's the thing about it. Like, you so used to dealing with a certain kind of woman. And not saying all the women I meet who they masculine. Nah, like all my girlfriends was like that. I'm, fit, friendly, and, feminine. They was all like that. But in between, like, I'll meet some here and there, but majority of them was just like rough. Not even masculine, they was just rough. I'm not gonna say they masculine because they not. Some of it is rough, you know what I mean? I understand that, you know what I mean? But now it's like you run across a woman now who's like that, oh man, you gonna melt, bro. Like, this is what it is. So just take it for what it is, and you run across like I said, I'm not gonna say fit now, whatever. She looking good. She take care of herself. I say that. She take care of herself, and she feminine and friendly. You gonna fall, man. You're gonna lose all concentration. You're gonna lose all your focus because most guys are not used to dealing with women like that. You know what I mean? They may be fit and feminine, but they not friendly. A lot of them rough. So you dealing with women who always rough. You run across a woman who's like the traditional kind of woman, you're going to melt, man. It's good to know that women out there like that. If you know a woman like that, don't mess her up, bro, to where she lose her genuine self. Because, we got too many women out who are just masculine and rough already. You know what I mean? Especially as they get older, it's just, you really ain't going to find a woman like that. You know what I mean? He said, unless you got a time machine, and that's it. Other than that, it's just, in these major cities or whatever, you just ain't going to find it. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, you got some women out there who players or whatever like that, man. So, you run across a lady like that, you going to get with her program or not, but best believe it's not going to stop her, for what she got going on, because she been doing it and she going to keep doing it. So if you don't want to feel like, oh, she out here, she just smooth talk this and that, she talking me out my underwear. If you don't want to deal with that kind of women, man, just turn it down politely and just go on about your business, man. But you got them out here, man. They know how to talk to you. Like I say, a lot of these women out here that's single and is going through that, they do it to themselves, bro. It's so easy for a woman to get a man. I promise you, bro. It's so easy. You run across guys who got low standards for women. All they want them to do is not to sleep around on them. They sleep around on them. You know what I mean? Like, they be big as a house. That's all they want. They want thing. Like, if you don't sleep around on me, I'll marry you right now. So for a guy to have low standards for a woman, and they still out here, single and being baby mamas, they do it to themselves, man. That's why, not all of them, but shit, majority of them, you don't take them serious, man. Who be in them situations, because they do it to themselves. And now they want to settle down. Not even settle down. They say they want to settle down because their options is dried up. Now they already didn't hit past the wall. Now they want something serious. Like, nah, bro. Nah. So never do that, man. Like, never do that. But yeah, you got them out here, man. Smooth talkers. I mean, it's good to have, like I said, most times it's gonna be older women. They gonna, like I say, man, they gonna be on point. They gonna be looking good too. I didn't run across a few of them. I'm like, God dang, what were you when I was, whatever. But yeah, if I was older, I would went on here, I guess married them or something. I don't know. But at that time when I was younger, you just thinking, you thinking all over the place. But nah, you got some. I ran across a few, man. They gonna come with it. So they gonna put, and they got a lot of them. They put them young girls to shame because they don't have the fundamentals to first of all, they don't carry themselves ladylike. So they already out the game. And they don't have any experience to keep a man. Any female can get a man, but very few of them can keep a man because they don't have the tools to do that. They just look the part and that's it. And a lot of them, they're not even attracted. They just look good, but you don't want to be around. They just look good, but when you get to know them, it's like, man, I don't want to be around. There's a lot of them just force this to sleep with them, just to, I guess I'll sleep with her. And some of them don't. Like me, I'll turn you down. Like, man, you gotta know him. You gotta move around. So that's all there is to it, man. But yeah, you run across some women, you got some smooth talkers out there, man. And the main ones who are gonna be like that is always gonna be the big girls because they got so much time to perfect their craft. You know what I mean? They're not out here going to parties and clubs and dinners 3 times a day. They always at home. They always at home, man. Then all the little friends they listen to or whatever, all they doing is taking all the information they get from them and they seeing where they messing up at and they just go ahead and work on it. But a lot of them, they know how to talk and they feminine, they friendly. You know what I mean? They just don't look the part. A lot of women, ideal women, they just don't look the part. And if they only can fix that one attribute, they'll be all right. They'll be somebody's wife. They'll have kids and all this stuff like that. They'll have an actual family structure, but they just don't look the part. I met this one lady, man, and I'm going, finish the video. I met this one lady offline, and she a big girl, but she's pretty and stuff like that. She look like she looks nice, right? Let's say the photo say 1,000 words or whatever they say. So we was chatting online or whatever. Okay, well, she looked cool. I think she said she looked for guy friends or whatever, or friends or whatever. You know how that goes. Some of them just be saying that, but me, I'm like, okay, she seemed cool. She's looking for friends or whatever. I said, I'll be her friend. She looked cool, whatever. So I was hanging out with her, this and that, and this is the thing too. That's why you can never be really friends with them. So I was hanging out with her. She was cooking and stuff like that. We really hanging out or whatever like that, getting to know each other. And I was telling her, and she said, "Oh, why you single?" I was like, "Man, it's just hard to find a woman out there. They just don't take care of themselves and all this stuff like that." So, and I was telling her one day, I was hanging out with her, I said, "You know what?" I said, "You got no kids, you doing all right for yourself." I said, "You know how to cook?" I said, "Man, I'm telling you this right now. I ain't trying to be rude, but I'm just telling you, because I, just want you to, which you probably already know, but I'm just gonna tell you." I said, if you just lose a couple pounds, that's it. I said, you'll be married tomorrow. I promise you. And she was like, oh, she kind of felt a little bad. I'm like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of women, only thing they didn't do, now we're not saying look like no Victoria's Secret model. We're not saying or a cheerleader, we're not saying none of that. A lot of you women, if you just lose a little bit, a couple pounds, I promise you your life will change for the better. Not saying your life is terrible, but as far as finding a man. So I told her, I said, man, if you just lose I think I asked how much she weighed or something. I don't know. I said, man, if you lose about 50 or 60 pounds, I promise you get married tomorrow. So she just never wanted to do that. She was just wanted to use her personality and everything else she had. But I said, man, I'm just telling you the honest truth. This is how guys operate. Like, it's certain things that we'll overlook, but it's certain things that we won't. And as far as a big woman, a lot of guys will not overlook that. No matter how sweet, because she was a nice, sweet lady, and cooking all this like that. But I said, no matter how nice you are or whatever I said, a lot of guys will not accept that. So I said, if you ever decide to do that, get yourself in shape. Not saying you got to lose 100 pounds. We ain't saying all that because she's a big girl, but I could tell she lose, like I say, about 40 pounds or something like that, 50 pounds or whatever. That's it. You know what I mean? The guy snatch up as soon as she walk outside of the apartment. That's all she had to do. So a lot of women know, but of course, like I said, accountability, they don't want to deal with it. But a lot of them know, but you just gotta just remind them, like, bro, all you gotta do is just do this. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even talking about making a whole complete transformation. If you just lose a little bit of this, that's it. Like, that's it. Your life is going to the moon with it. And a lot of women, they know, all of them know what they gotta do to get them either a better quality man or get them a man. A lot of them just refuse that weight thing, kill them every single time, man. That's what it is. So that's the only thing with her. I told her, I said, man, if you just lose some weight, you in the game. Like, for real, that's it. You get married, because she told me she want to get married, have kids, this and that. Sad to say, she gave it up, and she became a baby mama. I'm like, which is typical. That's how bad it is. They just sabotaging their life. Like, you know what I'm saying? She working at a school, whatever. She got her own little apartment. She got no kids. She living a good single life, but a lot of them fold when it comes down to getting in shape. So she was so desperate that she knew she wouldn't get married, to the point where it's like, I'll just be a baby mom, because that's easier. Instead of her shedding some pounds and then finding her a dude who gonna actually marry her and have a family with her. You got a lot of women like that, man. That's why, again, when you run across these baby mamas, they do it to themselves, man. They do it to themselves. So anyway, guys, I hope this video helped. If you got any comments, you already know, leave them in the bottom. If you like the video, if you don't like the video. But if anything, make sure you subscribe, man. And no matter what, always protect your peace, your purpose, and your pockets. All right, guys.